Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And these are wonderful scenes inside the Estadio Monumental Colo-Colo, this historic ground which has been the site of so many memorable games in South American football. And already we're underway here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Osimhen, and here's Drogba. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland. And reclaimed it in a trice. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well read, nice interception.
Oh, really well played.
Adams gets across to intercept that. Bellingham. And here's Osimhen. And here's Drogba. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you...
Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Haaland finds himself offside. Vardiol. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is Conte. Now it's Torres. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson. Fernando Torres. Torres! Straight at the keeper.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And here's Drogba. And here's Osimhen. Decent hit! Goal! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. So we're still where we started right now. Conte. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Look at the space here. And the finish! Oh, another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Griezmann. He is through here. Drogba. Guardiola. He won't be happy with that one. Now that's well seen too. And here's Drogba. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass here. He's had a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Osimhen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And they win it back again. Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And Guardiola. And here's Drogba. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Griezmann. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! Oh, just wide.
Drogba nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
And he's had it nicked away. Osimhen gets his pass away. And no, that was never going to make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition.
Drogba! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get it through? Great hit! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're off again. Costa Curta. And it's Griezmann. Beckham. And he's there to retrieve it. Osimhen. And it's Iniesta. Robertson. Iniesta. Guardiola. He's looking to set free a runner. No way through there. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bellingham.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Osimhen is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test...
It's Drogba! And he hits the net! It is no contest! It is a landslide!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Beckham. Robertson. Chance here to counter. Haaland. And he's picked out the run. And he cuts out the supply. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's a key interception. Costa Curta. Adams. That's Guardiola. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And here's Bellingham. Costa Curta has it out wide and in space.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Terrific header! And that's wide. Saviola. Guardiola, who does have an assist to his name. Conte. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Mbappe. Beckenbauer.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Baggio. Endrick. Fernando Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Guardiola. And it's Saviola. Great ball and he's in here. Can he finish? It's in! They are getting horribly bullied and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Baggio, Saviola, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now the hit! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saviola fiddles it through. Beckham receives it in a good position here. Guardiola. Saviola. And here's Mbappe.
Se van a
Costa
jugar
corta.
2 minutos de compensación.
Mbappe! Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is that. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Señoras y señores,
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Drogba! Oh, that's just stunning!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's really well manoeuvred. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vardiol tries to clear. It's a good run down the left-hand side. David Villa. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Drogba touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Not the most accurate pass. Conte.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And here's Foden. Nice ball, and he might be in here. He's had a hit! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. He's got tall. They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
David Villa. And the pass is intercepted. Zico. Adams gets over and intercepts. He's played him through. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Drogba. Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckham stood up well to him there. Bellingham. Chance! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Bellingham. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Drogba. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Could move up a gear here. Costa Curta. David Villa. Now it's Bellingham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner number 3 coming up. Drogba plays it short. David Villa. This is promising. So much time and space here. Up he goes! Has another go! And how did he not make it 4?
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And now a sudden chance to counter. Vardiol for Conte.
Se agregarán 3
And
minutos
here's
al tiempo
Drogba.
reglamentario.
Iniesta. Guardiola. Beckham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Costa Curta. David Villa. Bellingham. David Villa. And the first half is done. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Lo reemplazará número 9, Messi.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Huilde. And it's Messi. And he's on his way!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been... Can he finish? It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ball driven towards the far post. Caught offside that time. Bastoni. He's looking to set free a runner. Beckham. Conte. Bellingham. Foden being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Bellingham, oh, what a climb! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
It's become a case of Merrigan. It's Drogba! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has two.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bellingham. David Villa. And it's Guardiola. Bastoni. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Torres. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. And it's Messi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Foden. Now it's Foden. Oh, he's played it in low. Beckham. It's just beyond his reach. Bastoni. That's Guardiola. Bellingham. And here's Drogba. Iniesta. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. Defending was strong and firm. Conte. David Villa. Oh, good spread. Guardiola. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Iniesta makes the interception. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Guardiola. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get... Big chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Bellingham. Great hit! Adams. Keep the ball, and you win the game. It really is that simple. Guardiola. Robertson. Guardiola. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Haaland! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Foden, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.